Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about a big issue in the Call of Duty community right now. Currently, it's the Modern Warfare 3 campaign. Yes, you heard that right. Campaign was very lackluster. Now, it's not just me saying this. There's a lot of people that actually feel like the campaign could have been so much better in so many different ways. Just to start, we can go ahead and say that, you know, character development wasn't even all there to begin with, and we see some points of character development, but it's not as elaborate as the last two Call of Duties or the last two Modern Warfares have been, which with the narrative and how they go about explaining everything. Allowing the players to connect more on a personal level is what I feel was missing, big time compared to like I said, compared to how the Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2022 was. Moving on, we can head over to the storytelling. Right, storytelling wasn't so focused. I feel like it was all over the place. It could have been, again, so much better if they decided to focus on one thing and have it continue through the story and kind of expand on it. I feel like we were cut from the story a lot. I feel like we're missing a lot of points and not really having to break it down and explain it, but we're missing a lot of things that I think would have been crucial just to show us and just to have us experience some of the storytelling. For example, the airplane mission with Makarov, getting the plane and strapping in that female with a bomb. That could have been so much more expanded on, and it could have been a longer mission, and it could have been some more things could have been explained. And even though I get the gist of that mission, it's to blame Urzikstan, but it still wasn't to its full potential. Let's just say that. Going on to the mission variety. Okay, so we go into this knowing that they're gonna have these open campaign missions, right? Where you could go about, do the mission however you want. You decide how you want to do it. If you want to go in quiet, you want to go in loud. I feel like those were very co-op mission based, and sort of like a co-op mission. Like if you would have had somebody jump in there with you, you guys could have done two things at once. I feel like that would have been a better opportunity for co-op to be introduced into those missions, right? That's something we've been wanting, or at least me, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I've been wanting co-op to be involved in such a big way in Call of Duty. And I think this was the perfect opportunity for it, and they fumbled it, and they didn't give us the co-op, right? That would have been a perfect way to do it. Having the open map missions and having two people in there. For example, you go do one event, I go do the other one. We both do both points, done. We meet up at the third one. You know, make it more interactive like that. And that's just one of the many things mission wise. We didn't really have any badass sniper ghillie suit missions like we usually do. We didn't have any going in quiet, coming out quiet missions. You know what I'm saying? Everything was kind of just based off of seemed like recycled events and based off of POIs that were already existing in Verdansk, and throwing us back to those points just to give us a catch up of the story in between Modern Warfare 3 and what I am assuming will be Modern Warfare 4. Let's move over to the player choices. Okay, so player choices, there was none. Even though they give you guys open map and everything, we really don't have a player choice in the missions like we did back in, I want to say, Modern Warfare 2019, where there was a mission with Price and Gaz where you could decide to shoot somebody or not, and Captain Price would judge you based on that action, right? We didn't really have any of that in this game. I would have liked the choice to shoot Shepard right there in the snow. You know, I really would have liked that, since Price was going to do it at the end either way, right? They should have given us that option of I could make that choice right now, and at the end it would be a different cutscene. You know what I'm saying? Something different like that would actually impact the game. Something that would impact how we felt about it. Something that would impact how we went about doing everything and the repercussion of doing it that way. There's no sense of urgency either. Everything felt pretty linear. There was no sense of urgency, like oh man, we gotta get this done before this bomb goes off. We gotta get this done before Makarov shows up. There was nothing like that I was expecting. But due to Makarov being such a big bad, you know what I'm saying, that I thought we would have some of those moments, some of those intense, holy shit, we got to get this done before he gets here. Oh my God, hurry. You know, there was no moment like that. There was no timers, nothing that made your heart pound. You know, moving on to the next point would be the environmental interaction. Okay. I really did not see anything in this game, being, you know, Modern Warfare 3, nothing that could destroy, you know, nothing destructible buildings or no dynamic events happening. Something I really wanted to be included, considering also since this was going to be since this is almost like a filler in between two games here. This is essentially what it is. So I was expecting to have a little bit of destructible environment, just different environment as well. I didn't want to have to go back to Verdansk, not at least in the campaign. You know, multiplayer is a different story, at least not in the campaign. I really didn't want to go back to Verdansk to revisit some of those POIs. And even if we did, they could have, like, again, elaborated a lot more in the story and given us way more information, way more details, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't end up going that way. And also, to top everything off here, the length and the pacing of this campaign was, in my opinion, guys, the worst. Campaign was really short, really short. I know that, you know, we can play it on veteran and realism if we wanted to, but man, that campaign was extremely short. I felt like it was over in a blink of an eye, and it wasn't eventful for me to be like, oh yeah, that game, yeah, great campaign. It's sort of a letdown. The pacing was really quick. It's almost like if I was watching Justice League, not the Zack Snyder edition or cut, but the first Justice League cut that came out. There was no connection between things. Almost, it felt like it was just jumping from one thing to the other. The cutscenes did most of the explanations, which I'm glad, but still they would have been better off, I assume, or I think, doing it in a way where the cutscenes were better, because it was just showing pictures of the operators of TF-141, right, and showing pictures of the map of where they were going to go, and then them talking, saying, all right, I'll head over there, or Captain Price, you know, directing who goes where. You know, the pacing was so fast. I wish I could have enjoyed it more. And then, you know, spoiler warning again, when you get to the end and Makarov gets down to the train station when you're trying to defuse the bomb with gas, and Soap gets hit, right? Stabs Makarov. Makarov gets him off of him, shoots boy in the head, and then it just ends right after that. That's, I don't know, very anticlimactic. Like I said, I wish it was a lot longer, and don't get it confused, guys. I mean, I love the series, I really do, but I miss the grittiness, and I miss how much I used to think about these games like the campaigns were like movies. You know what I'm saying? I used to go into these campaigns and be like, wow, like if they made that campaign into a movie with a good director, that was it. You know what I'm saying? But now I look at this campaign and I just feel like I watched a 54-minute episode on streaming and it was over quick. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is just my thoughts on how I'm feeling about the campaign. Just putting this out there, see if any developers hear it, you know, anybody up there, anybody important hears it, or if you guys are interested in thinking, to see if you guys are also thinking the same way that I was. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Can't wait for Modern Warfare 3 to come out, guys. We're going to have a lot of good content rolling out for you guys. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a like and a subscribe. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Thanks, guys. See ya.
Are you taught away even about your guy? Are you taught away even about your guy?